Hey guys, Adrian here. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about a new build setup that I came up with this patch that's extremely powerful for champions like Riven, Jace, and Zed, and all these other AD casters that just made a lot of use of Armor Pen in the past. I think right now they're currently going to be OP with this build, and it's just extremely powerful. It brings you back to doing Season 3 levels of damage. It's really powerful. So I'm going to show you guys what their build setup is, what the rune and mastery setup is. So we're gonna go for the runes first. So for runes, you want to have 9 armor, you want to have 5% CDR scaling, and you want to have 5 CDR. And for your quints, you want to have full lethality. So you want to basically have a full lethality stack, and you're gonna start up your rune page with 20. You're gonna start up level 1 with 30. I mean with 24 lethality from the very first level. It's really powerful. Now this is a scaling build. This is not an early game build. You're not gonna be doing more damage level 1 through 5 with this build as opposed to AD runes. But it's still like it's so disgustingly good that I think it's better to just go lethality every single time. Now, for the masteries, you can go with Fervor or Thunderlord, but I still think this is just one major thing. I think going Thunderlords is better with this build since you're one-shotting everything, and Fervor doesn't really allow you to auto. I mean, Fervor doesn't really help you out in short trades like that or short bursts. So what I recommend is going in for Thunderlords, and you gotta go for the Precision Mastery. The Precision Mastery gives you 8.5 lethality level 1, which is really good. So you basically start out with, I think 34 lethality level 1, or 32 lethality level 1, which is really powerful. So for the cunning tree, you want to go for savagery. That gives you help farming up and just, staying back. You want to have secret stash to give you some extra sustain, because remember, you're not going to be fighting your opponent in the first few levels. You just want to scale up. You want to be really strong after. You're going to get merciless for the 5 increased damage to champions below 40% HP later on. And you can go for Dangerous Game or Bandit or whatever else you want in those parts, but those are the main ones that you want. Now for Ferocity, you can go with Fury, basically attack speed or the extra ability damage. I think Fury is better, help you a lot. It'll help you farm a lot better. You want to have Feast for the extra sustain, Natural Talent or Vamp Scepter. It can be either one, doesn't really matter. And for I think the best one to have instead of double-edged sword or battle trance, I think it's bounty hunter. Bounty hunter is gonna help you out later in the game, so you're gonna be one-shotting everything. You can stack up that increased damage a lot easier. Now for the build setup, it's gonna look a little different compared to how we usually do it. And when I say it's gonna look a little bit different, I mean that we're gonna take out one of the items that we usually build. We're gonna take out Black Cleaver. You guys are probably wondering, Adrian, what the fuck? Get rid of Black Cleaver? I'm like, yeah. What you have to do is not build Black Cleaver, because basically to get Black Cleaver you need to waste 3,100 gold. That it's gonna prevent you from getting lethality until you end up finishing the Black Cleaver. So what I'm doing right now, and it works extremely good, is you rush your Ghostblade, you go Edge of Night after, and then in between there you get boots, CDR boots, and basically you're just rushing lethality as much as you can. So for the first 3 items you want to get, it's gonna be Duskblade, Edge of Night, and Yumu's Ghostblade. Now, for the last 2 items, you can choose whatever you want. You could either go. What I like to do, because I'm a little greedy in games, is that I like to build even like a fourth. If as a 4th item, I go like Dirk again to get even more extra armor pet, and I sit on it, and I build a Hydra later in. But for the last 2 items, you can choose to build a Black Cleaver, a Hydra, But it's you gotta build it after you finish all your lethality items. That's the major part, because by the time you finish your 3 lethality items, and you have everything correctly set up with your runes and masteries, you should have a total of around 82 to 87 lethality in your setup. You're gonna be one-shotting everything. It's gonna be disgusting. Trust me on that. Like all the clips you guys are seeing here, if you can see, the double casts basically one-shot your opponent instantly. They don't even have time to react. They die throughout the stun. It's really good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. It's really powerful. I hope you guys have some fun with it. I don't know if it'll get nerfed by next patch, but hey, if it's gonna get nerfed next patch, let's have some fun with it.